welcome back to another episode of The Gift of the Gap, episode 23. I'm Ben.
And I'm Tia.
And yeah, you're listening to us, our podcast. Whilst you're here, actually, let me get you early. Pause right now, subscribe, comment, follow us on social media at BT Smalltalk. And without further ado, I'll get right into it. So I've been on Instagram this week, and I came across the Pope. And he's also been on Instagram this week. He liked an Instagram model's butt photo. Ooh. Well, his account liked it. I don't want to, displease him and God. His account liked the butt photo. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. But do you know on Instagram, sometimes when you're just scrolling past certain things, you accidentally double click? I've done it.
But your Instagram is what you make it. I'm learning because I watch a lot of food stuff on Instagram. My main page is food. Now I've managed to filter out all the scandalous photos. Now it's just scandalous food.
Explore bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So he must have clicked a couple of butt photos before. You know what I think happened? I don't think it was him. I think he has a team because he's pretty old to be on Instagram. Yeah. I think he has a team who has Instagram, and I think what happened was the person was forgot to switch accounts. And they thought they were on their account and they liked it. That's what I think happened.
Or maybe like this person commented underneath his comments and they accidentally clicked it.
Well, I did the investigation. I don't think she had commented on him before.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't really in contact with the Pope until then.
Ooh.
But the Vatican have ordered an investigation by Instagram into how the account liked the photo. So they're claiming that they didn't like the photo.
Okay. I was going to say, what is the investigation going to entail?
It's going to clear the good Pope's name. That's what it's going to do.
This is Trump's lawsuits, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, we're having a Trump-free day.
Yeah, a lot's been happening on Instagram.
What else?
So, Yaz, do you remember Yaz? From Yaz and House?
Oh, is that her?
Yeah. So she tried to expose Notes for cheating on his pregnant girlfriend, Aaliyah.
Yeah, so what do you think about the situation?
I just think the whole situation's a bit weird. I mean, you knew he had a girlfriend and you knew she was pregnant. So what was the point of entertaining the whole thing? But so her whole statement was, "Hi, I got some bad boy piece of information on Notes." Which, who starts something off like that? Do you remember the song? Bad boy piece of information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. And she's like, so we've had history like a year ago, which I'm not going to get into the details about. He decided to hit me up Thursday trying to reconcile on old times. He showed up to mine same day and sent me a video of my apartment, saying that he's outside, which gave me hella stalker vibes. He was persistent to link up. The next day I decided to link to get closure from our past, with no intentions of doing anything else. While we all knew he got a pregnant girlfriend and a whole child on the way, however, once he pulled up on me, he was trying to F. When I realised what time he was on, I told him I'm not on it and dropped me home. Obviously, he got salty as F, so I got my own ride home. But I feel like this was like a private matter. Like, I feel like she could have texted the girlfriend this or texted...
Why she need to be texting anyone? It's not her place to be sending anything.
No, but he's like obviously cheating.
Yeah.
You think?
She's got a pregnant girlfriend. I don't think it's her place to now be like, oh, he's cheating on. If you don't know the person, I don't really think it's your place. You can go ahead, but I don't know if I'm gonna, like, if I meet someone and I find out they have a boyfriend, I'm gonna be like, oh, actually, let me go message him. I don't know him. Like, oh,
no, because like they had a thing going a year ago, so he wasn't a stranger to her. Does he know the girl? Does she know the girl?
Whether they had a thing going, does she know the girl? Like,
I don't know.
I don't
know, because your boyfriend is obviously cheating.
You can go ahead, but I'm saying I wouldn't hold it against her if she hadn't, because
no, I wouldn't hold it against her if she hadn't, but
I don't think also, like, it's, I don't know, like, if they're friends with a girl, then maybe she'll say something, but I don't know if she's necessarily bound to have to say something just because the boy's doing something bad. First of all, the main point is Nose is the one who's in the DMs doing the creeping. He's the one who caused this whole situation. If he wasn't creeping in the DMs, allegedly,
there would be nothing to expose.
Then there would be nothing to expose. But further to that, what is this one? House or Yaz? Whichever one. Yaz? She ain't ish either, because the way she described it in the thing you just read, versus the screenshot she showed, that was a very different message from what she was saying that happened, because it seemed to be like she was trying to bait him there. Not bait him, because he's not like a victim here, but she was also entertaining it, and then to come out with a bad boy piece of information out of nowhere when there's like doesn't seem to be. But you just said
she doesn't owe the other girl anything.
Exactly.
So then why not entertain it? She doesn't owe the other girl.
She's putting out a statement saying one thing, but then when she puts out the messages, it's something different. At least if you're going to be entertaining him, be consistent in what you're saying, because what you're saying is that he was basically trying to come after you and you were just this innocent party when you were also going back and forth with him. That's what I'm coming at. But she doesn't owe the girl anything, yes, but as a human being, I wouldn't treat a pregnant woman that way or a woman that way. But what's it called? She chose to do what she did, and then she lied on top of that and said that basically, well, he's coming after me. But then you posted the proof that you were also like part of it,
entertaining it.
Yeah, and then to come out and put that whole statement out when there's like out of nowhere, it seems, it's just like, did you think you were helping the girl? Like the pregnant girlfriend? Do you think you're helping her? Especially, and even in the video she posted after that, she's like grinning and stuff in it. She looks like pleased with herself, and it was just like, bruh.
So what is she meant to come on Instagram sad?
No.
How is she meant to look?
When she's describing the thing, because the way she said the message, she's saying it like public service announcement, this bad thing is happening. But you're coming on here with the guise of, oh, I'm just coming so that his girlfriend knows and this. I'm not saying she needs to come on sad about it, but don't rub salt in the wound if you're pretending then you're coming to help with this bad boy piece of information.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, not even just this situation. I just feel like if you're gonna expose then the man or even the female to let the other person know, then I would prefer you do it privately.
But
because it is embarrassing for like whoever is involved. Like, especially like there are cases where some people do entertain it, you know, and so it's embarrassing for everyone.
This is not there. This is one of the cases where she's
that's not what I mean.
But you mean actually go through with
it?
Yeah. But I think the reason she replied is so that, like, judging from her actions to now, it seems the reason she replied is so that she could post something back. Like, I'm sure.
But they've also had a relationship prior to the relationship he has now.
That makes it even worse in my eyes, because it's like they're not going out right now. He's tried to hit her up, and then she's come on with like, my preference would be what you said, obviously. If you just can't even hold your tongue and you can't just ignore him or block him when he tried to jump in your DMs, and you were like, I need to tell someone, the person you should have told privately should have been him to stop. And if you were gonna tell her, say I'm gonna tell you on a separate and I'm gonna leave it and that's it. But for her to like bring it onto Instagram, like so everyone can see. But it's just the way she brought it, as if she was trying to expose and help, sort of thing. But you're like, this isn't the actions of someone who's trying to help. This is the actions of someone who's trying to stir. And I even hate to be talking about her too much, because it's Nose is the one who's caused this whole thing. That is his issue as well, but she just takes a part in it.
There's also been other beefs online. Did you hear and see the video of Tion Wayne?
Yes, I did. And that right hook he was throwing at Heady One.
Yeah, but who has a fight like that on a plane?
Silly people, that's who. And in Dubai, nonetheless.
Yeah, and I was trying to figure out whether they had landed in England already or if they were in Dubai. I'm guessing they were still in Dubai because Tion Wayne tweeted to say it was nothing major, just an argument over a seat.
Argument? That is not an argument over a seat.
But who argues over a seat?
No, but that isn't an argument over a seat.
Well, that's what he said it was.
Yeah. But aren't you assigned seats anywhere on an airplane?
Yeah, you are. That's what I'm saying. Who argues over a seat?
So, I don't know. It seems really silly to fight on a plane.
And I'm guessing
because I feel they take that any disturbance on a plane very seriously.
No one. He said no one was arrested or anything. But I'm guessing they were first class or traveling business class. Can you imagine sitting in economy?
I don't think they were. Did you not see how grouped the seats were? That was no first class. That was economy. If anything, that was the place with just slightly extra leg room. But they were in there with the rest of us.
No, you're right. Actually, this is true. But the plane was kind of empty.
Yeah, it is the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, but still, you'd be having packed planes.
I don't know. I don't be fine now.
I don't know. I automatically assumed that it was first class or business class.
I think if it was first class, they wouldn't be arguing over seats because they would have their own little.
Yeah, but still, there's no matter where you go, it's all assigned seats.
But I'm guessing that in the pandemic, more seats are empty, and maybe there's more room to move your seat. But I doubt that they were arguing over seats.
Maybe it started with seats.
I think they have a history of arguing, and they just bumped into each other on the plane.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe the argument started over seats, but because they have a history or whatever the case was, I think just exploded.
No, not even that they had a history. I think they were at odds before, and it wasn't that seats was the thing that brought them over the edge. They were basically, if their paths met wherever it was, they were going to argue, sort of thing.
I see.
If you get what I'm saying, and it just happened to be on a plane. I think was what the vibe I was getting from that.
Well, they all looked like they were doing a cha-cha slide, to be honest, in the video.
I would have sat my ass down and waited for everyone else to be escorted off the plane so I could get from A to B, because I ain't trying to end up on no flight list, and I'm not trying to get arrested in Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai of all places.
What was that program? Locked Up Abroad? And those people
Dubai is a serious place to be locked up in.
Exactly. Some of those countries be handing out them ridiculous sentences.
Yeah, you spit gum on the floor.
Yeah, that's Singapore, and that's you get time for
1 year.
And you're just 1 year. Yeah, so I wouldn't be playing with my life like that, but apparently they felt safe enough to.
I mean, if you're bold, you're bold. But they then recorded it. I feel like everyone thinks everything's for social media these days, and especially because he just get out of jail.
Tion Wayne, he got out a bit ago, but I don't. From the angle, it looked like someone was recording it, not them.
No, it looked like someone on Tion Wayne's, whoever was behind Tion Wayne.
Maybe someone on Tion Wayne. But if you look at the angle of the thing, there were people on Heady 1, and those were random passengers as well as people who knew. And I'm sure there were people behind him as well.
No, because if you watched it on sound, you heard the person recording swearing and stuff.
But how do you know it's the person recording swearing if you can't see them? You're hearing sound. It could be someone standing next to the person recording.
The sound moved when the camera moved.
Well, fair enough. But yeah, either way, it was silly to record. Yeah, it was just silly to do.
Really. I ain't trying to fight on no plane and get kicked off and end up in Dubai jail, and now I can't go home for another 50 years. Nah.
Well, I hear Dubai is the new London, so you'll be fine.
I did hear that, and apparently it's been the new London for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
It means that's where a lot of these Instagram celebrities and rappers have been going.
Do you know what? Yeah, you're actually right, because a lot of my
you seem surprised.
No, it's just when sometimes it just clicks together. A lot of my YouTubers went to Dubai during lockdown, or right in August. A lot of them went. and they were living their life up and having fun. Oh, I do want to bring back a topic. China Alexis from last week, how she talked
She
about...
replied to me.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
How she talked about London boys always wearing Techies.
All right.
Techies, sorry, is what she said. And I had a little speak with my sister, and she agrees wholeheartedly with what China Alexis said, because we missed one information. So she was talking about a certain type of tracksuit. She wasn't talking about tracksuits in general. She was talking about Nike.
But I didn't hear Nike in the video.
That's what Techies means, apparently. I didn't know that. I just missed the word completely in her live, but that's what Techies means.
Oh, okay. Well.
So I was speaking to my sister about it, and she was saying, like, when you go to Motives, you will see about 4 or 5 boys wearing the same black or blue or, grey, if they want to spice things up, tracksuit with the same LV bag and hat, and with the what shoes, the Air Forces, the white Air Forces, that they all have the same uniform on. And that's what she was talking about. How they all going everywhere they go and they're wearing the same uniform.
I'm stubborn, so I'm going to stand on what I said.
No.
Continue, lads. Continue to wear it. Don't be discouraged by this.
They have it in multiple colours, even red.
If the tracksuit is what I'm thinking of, I actually think I own this exact tracksuit.
Not you as well.
I think so. If it is what I'm thinking of, you occupy the mic.
Not you as well. I don't think so. Or I don't think I've ever seen you wear it. No,
it's one of those clothes that I bought and I've like worn once and.
Well, so you're not part of the uniform then. Like she's just saying, like, everyone for Motives.
I have a
they're
grey.
all wearing the same thing no matter where they're going. So their girlfriend be wearing, heels, makeup, and then they're wearing their techie.
Sure. Girls can choose to spend 2 hours getting ready, and boys can choose to put tracksuits on.
Not every person spends 2 hours.
Yes, I own this tracksuit. I own this one, but mine's in a darker grey. But yeah, even still, if you want to be comfortable, be comfortable. I'm doubling down. I ain't backing off it. Even the clarification does make what she's saying a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, so you owe her an apology.
I don't owe her nothing. I don't like her approach. She was like, "You need to please me." I don't need to please you.
She did not say that.
Well, I'm putting words in her mouth, and I'm gonna continue. But yes. Ooh, what did Zizi say? Okay, Zizi. Okay, so Zizi Mills. Do you watch the Zizi Mills show?
I don't actually.
No, you seem excited about that. Zizi, so Zizi Mills has her own show. She posted on Instagram, or if I have children, I will not be giving them their dad's last name if we're not married. Men got the privilege of the children carrying on his name historically because he was married to the woman, and they all carried that name. I'll compromise that doing double-barreled. And I saw absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Really? I don't like double-barreled names. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't see anything wrong with the sentiment. I'm not of liking double-barreled names. Like, oh, you have to choose one or the other. But I think she's being completely fair. Like, if you're not married, you typically, back in the day, the marriage, the woman took the last name of the man and then it became their last name.
Yeah.
She explained this in a later video because some men in the comments got up in arms.
Yeah.
But they take the last name and then the children take that one name and now the family has a whole name.
Yeah.
And she's saying, look, if I've carried the kid for 9 months, why am I now going to give him or her your last name when in most cases a single parent tends to be the mom if they're not together, or it tends to be the mom who's raising the kid.
Oh, okay, I see.
So, or even if it's not the mom who's raising the kid, if you're not married, you didn't really have to push the kid out or do any of that carrying stuff. So by default, kind of gets you. I'm not mad at her saying, look, the kid's getting my name.
I did miss the not married part.
Yeah, she's only saying if we're not married.
Yeah, I guess.
And then she said and she was even nice, because if she left it there, I'd still say that's fine. But she said her compromise is if you want your name included and we're not married, she'll settle for double-barreled.
Yeah.
And I think she was being completely reasonable, even
actually,
nice.
yeah.
I didn't see any issue with what she said.
No, I didn't either. I missed the not married part. However, I feel like if you're not going to be involved, then what's the point of even giving your name?
Well,
if you're gonna, no, I'm saying like if you know it's gonna be this person that's not even gonna be involved, then there's no point even compromising. You might as well give the child your whole name. What's the point of the confusion?
But sometimes you don't know. Like someone's not going to be involved. But she's saying from the get-go, like if she's not married at the time of having the kid, this is the default. How usually the man's name is the default for some reason, even if they're not together. She's saying mine's the default because if you leave, I'm most likely still going to be with a kid.
What is your opinion on double barrel names?
My opinion on them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to pick up another surname, if I'm being honest. But if I look at someone else's surname, I'm not like, I don't have any negative or positive towards it.
I know like somebody who has a double barrel first name, has middle names with an S, and then a double barrel surname.
It's just too long.
Yeah,
fair enough. What if it's like both their surnames are like one syllable?
Yeah, then I think that's fine.
Like John Smith.
Yeah, John Smith. But then,
or something like that.
You know, my issue is like when you give your child a double barrel name, they most likely end up being called one name.
Oh.
What? They end up being called one name anyway, and so therefore you might as well have given them one name.
That's true, but you leave them a lot of options for nicknames. They can have more options for nicknames.
Do you think? But
no, you can have like Michael Jackson or like Michael Jackson Smith. If Michael Jackson is his first name, he can now be called MJ. He can be called Jax. He can be called Mike. He can be called a lot of things. Got a little things going for him, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but then once you get a nickname, most likely it's gonna be that's it.
It's true usually, but depending on the set of groups, you might have different nicknames for a different set of people.
Maybe.
Because when I was growing up, I did.
Like what?
Like I had Ben with some people, Benjamin with some people, even Benny at times.
But that's all a variation.
It's all a variation
Benjamin.
of Ben, but
it's
like at church,
they change, to Jackson.
But if it would be like suddenly a different, like if everyone at work called you T instead of Tia, it's a variation of Tia, but like for someone who doesn't call you Tia, that's still quite different. It's like T.
No,
I get what you're saying though.
Like it didn't change that much. Do you know what I mean? Like some people do opt to have both of their names in everything. Like you need to say Susie Joe or whatever their name is. And some people just go by one name, and you just never know that the person is a double barrel name. But hey ho. And then what happens if they've got a double barrel surname? Like the boy has a double barrel surname. Does the kids then gain a double barrel surname as well?
Why not? Yeah.
What if the mum wants to add her surname into the
Mandalorian?
Then what does it become?
It becomes whatever they want it to become.
No, but what is the name of that?
What, two double barreled together?
Or even one single name and a double barrel name?
The double stack.
Okay.
The quadruple. Whichever you want it to be. No, I don't think many people do that. That'll be just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll just say let's do a mix and match then at that point.
And let's just change the surname altogether.
Yeah. Let's just make our own. Right here. Yeah. That is certainly way too much. What else has been popping on Instagram? Oh no, we didn't do. Well, you don't want to skip?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You didn't see the diss tracks?
I tried to delete it, but I couldn't.
They were pretty good diss tracks.
Oh.
Alright, so what else have we got for today?
This is where the time we give bad advice.
Why do you keep introducing it as bad advice? I'm giving honest advice. Speak for yourself.
This is the time where we give bad advice.
This is the time where Tia gives bad advice and I give advice that you probably should follow. Number 1. My girlfriend is a dog breeder / trainer, and she sold me a trained Doberman for $600. 2 weeks later, my dog ran away and she sold me another one at a discount, $400. I think it's the same damn dog. I accused her of scamming me and then she ghosted. I want her back. Help. She's a smart girl.
Do you think she stole the dog?
Yeah, I think she took the dog and then sold it back to him.
What couldn't he realize when he bought the second dog or the same dog?
Maybe
for the second time.
Maybe not, because it depending. 2 weeks later, maybe the dog.
Yeah, but then how did he figure it out?
Maybe he had his suspicions, but he couldn't confirm.
This dog looks the same.
Exactly like.
Yeah, I'll get this one because it looks the same, and then all the mannerisms were like similar.
He's responding to the same name.
Yeah, and you're thinking, what?
She's like, no, I trained him for the same name.
Well, she's a smart girl.
Yeah, why do you want her back, first of all? She obviously scammed you out of $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, actually...
She's probably done this before.
$1,000 for a Doberman. I don't know if that's a good price. Someone can tell us. But, not that bad in the grand scheme of things if you get a loyal dog. I mean, you got the dog in the end. She didn't steal that one the third time or second time.
Well, now she's not talking.
What?
That's because you called her out.
But yeah, maybe you should count your blessings. Keep the dog.
Like Casper.
Yeah, keep the dog. And probably don't go back to her unless you want to be scammed again. In which case, do go back to her. Any more advice for him?
That's it.
All right. And then, number 2. My ex and I still sleep together, even though he dates other women. I feared one chick who was getting too close to him, so I tricked him and got pregnant. I thought the baby would bring us closer and run her off. He's pressuring me to abort. I'm heartbroken.
Oh gosh, that plan backfired.
Trick or treat, here's a baby. That's what she did. And
that's kind of awkward, isn't it?
It is.
Like you never get pregnant to keep a man. I think if you want to lose a man and you get pregnant,
probably
that would be the fastest way to lose a man and get pregnant. You see how fast they can run track and field like Usain Bolt.
I think cheating works pretty effectively too, or breaking up with them, I think those are also effective methods. But
not cheating, they might want to come back.
Maybe, but I feel like men have a lower tolerance for reaccepting women back after cheating than
this is true. And
women.
Why is that? Because your little feelings get hurt.
Yeah, ego can't take it, and also because I feel like sometimes the way women are raised, they're raised to take on. How do I phrase this?
I don't know.
To like not be as heartless as a guy, and sometimes that comes to their detriment. Like they're raised more nicer and forgiving than men, and
so what you're saying is the world has failed men. They don't know how to show empathy.
No, not necessarily.
And they've lost their hearts.
Not necessarily. I think a lot of guys don't know how to show the emotion, but I think a lot of guys aren't afraid to like call something quits when it's quits. And there are women who will do that, but I think you often find more women get cheated on, take the man back than men take the woman back, and that's partly due to man's ego, and also due to women being more forgiving.
Yeah, I
even
feel
though
like,
sometimes they shouldn't be.
I feel like men, they like even if they want to, they don't want to be insulted by their boys and stuff. Like they don't.
Nah, it can't be done. It's just Sometimes it might be pressure of like family and friends around you.
Yeah, can you imagine like the guy that she cheated on with like coming to you like it would like that is what they're thinking in your head. Like you don't want any any guy to come up to you and ever step to you and whatever. Yeah, no, you're right. Their pride.
Yeah,
Their pride. They won't let them.
But then why do you think women take men back so often?
Emotions. They overthink it, and then their emotions get the better of them. They're like, but what if he changes? There's a lot of what ifs. And yeah, it needs to be not
ifs.
Yeah.
Back to the advice. I agree with what you're saying. I don't think you have much negotiation room. The trick backfired. Now you can wonder. I don't think you should follow any of his advice or his pressures because he did what he did, and now it's your choice. But But now you've just the joke's on you really because you've just tricked yourself into being a single mum. But maybe now she wants to be a mum. Maybe now
she doesn't have any choice.
But you have to be
obviously
prepared.
Doesn't want to do it.
you have to be prepared to go solo because it doesn't look like he's gonna hang in there. And if he doesn't, just slam him on that child support. Just come and collect him.
Do you see how it's like trickery? Like
oh, but that is mean, actually.
Can trick.
Don't take my advice. Don't slam him on the child support. I don't know what you should do. But yeah, go on.
It is. That's why you have to be careful into having a baby. You put your dingling because.
No, he's responsible too because he was seeing other people or something.
He was dating.
Oh, so when they were just dating, don't put him on. Don't do that to him. I'm just starting to see what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
He was. He wasn't like cheating on her or anything.
He was just dating other women.
Yeah, and she wanted to be the main squeeze. Instead, she was the side piece.
Yeah.
And
but the joke's on you twice because you decided you wanted to be the coleslaw. The side salad, not the chicken. Be the chicken in the relationship. The chicken and the rice.
No, not the rice.
Maybe couscous.
Rice is sometimes a side. Chicken is never a side.
No, you're right. Don't be the coleslaw or the side salad. She was the side salad.
She was the garlic bread.
No. The garlic bread is too nice.
But it's salad. A side.
Now, when you go to like TGI and they give you a side salad, most people don't eat it.
What?
So she's the side salad.
I do.
I said most people. You don't waste food.
I don't waste food. Every novel grubble.
I eat the side salad, but most people don't eat the side salad. So that's what she is.
No, you eat the salad. You don't be getting no main. You be like, can you go somewhere? Can I have to tell you, no. Get proper food.
There's nothing wrong with going out to eat and picking a healthy option.
Yes, there is.
It's not every day.
If you're going to look, I believe if you're going to unhealthy establishments, you shouldn't pick healthy options. They shouldn't even sell salads at McDonald's. It's like, what are you doing? We all know why we're here.
Why?
Who are we trying to fool with those carrots in a bag?
Why? You don't have to go. It's not.
It just lends room to mistakes. One time they gave me carrots instead of fries.
Maybe that was God. That was God.
Well, I didn't like that decision, GOD.
That was.
But I respect
he was telling you something.
I respect it. I think if you're going to an unhealthy food place, why do they need to have salad there? Why do they need to have this rabbit food?
There are some people who like the rabbit food.
They can go to Tesco for that.
No, because sometimes people invite them out, and so instead of going all the way unhealthy,
make McDonald's greasy again.
Wow! Don't get Trump started. All his supporters.
I'm launching a new slogan. Make McDonald's greasy again.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna run on in 2024.
Well, so if it's not greasy now, when was it ever greasy?
McDonald's is not really that greasy if you think about it. I don't know what they be putting on their food, but their food be like lasting a long time. The other time I found a chip in my car.
Yeah.
Hadn't even started to mold. I don't know when I had that McDonald's.
Because there's so much preservatives and all of that stuff.
Keep preserving them.
Can you imagine what it's doing to our body?
Nothing. I'm sure inside is perfectly fine.
I don't think so.
I don't think McDonald's would do something bad to us. No McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's America, wow. That's where you need to go. Keep McDonald's. What did you say? What was your slogan?
Make McDonald's greasy again.
Yeah, you need to check over there. You might love it there. I'm loving it.
I want the food places in America. We don't have enough over here.
Yeah.
We sure do not. I want the different foods. What do we have for fried chicken here? KFC.
Where would you want to go?
Shops. I want to go to Popeyes. I want to try that chicken sandwich that everyone was raving about, and I was just here in the UK like, I would like some. I want to try Church's chicken.
Okay.
I want to try Wendy's. I want to try IHOP. I want to try.
IHOP is nice.
I want to try. I heard some of the grocery store fried chicken is nice.
Okay.
I think Publix fried chicken. I heard.
Okay.
As you can see, I know my fried chicken stores.
I was just gonna say, New York pizza.
Nah. Well, you went to New York and you didn't try pizza, so let's not go down that hole.
But you can tell who the foodie is.
It is me. It is me, 100%. And I will eat anything wherever I go. I don't mind. I do wish, one thing I regret about the trip to France is that I got that burger instead of getting the burgundy snails.
You thought about it for a long time.
I did, because I wanted to try the burgundy snails. It's not like I would have an issue with eating snail because I've eaten snail before, but snail soup. But I was just like, oh, is it going to be filling sort of thing? And I got the burger and it was so dry that I wish I ate them snails raw.
And your burger had blue cheese. Oh no, my burger had blue cheese and I couldn't eat it.
But I don't mind blue cheese.
Yeah, that's why we gave it to you.
We gave it to me, I guess.
That burger was horrible. Oh my goodness.
You don't like a bit of blue cheese on your fries?
No.
Is it because of the mold?
No, I just don't like the taste.
Oh, fair enough.
I do the
type of halloumi.
No, halloumi is too salty. I literally just like cheddar and mozzarella.
You like red Leicester?
And red Leicester, and that's it.
I think what is
maybe
that cheese?
Parmesan. What?
No, there's so many different cheeses. I feel like in the supermarkets they only give us a limited range.
I don't need the extra stuff.
I want the extra stuff. You don't like, what is that one that comes out at Christmas time?
Nope.
Camembert? Is that it?
Oh, with the...
And it's got like a soft inside.
You put it in salads.
Oh,
and it has raisins in it.
Oh no, that is Wednesdale. I don't know if that's the brand.
I like feta cheese.
Oh, but that is like specific to some...
That's for...
I feel like you have to eat that with olives.
Olives?
Yeah, olives in a Greek salad for it to be real impactful.
I haven't had olives in a while, actually.
I probably need to chuck away the ones in my fridge. Anyway, sorry guys, you just listen to us go on a whole diatribe about cheese and things. Hope you enjoyed.
It was a shorter one today.
Yeah.
But you've been listening to BT Small Talk, and we are the gift of the gab. I just said that completely the wrong way around because of you.
Don't blame me. You did what you did. Like, comment, do all those things, and you'll hear us next week for another episode. Ciao.